Yeah.
Yeah. Was there
What
something that
about,
really clicked in our time working together that you
yeah.
feel like you might not have gotten just from,
Mm.
reading books and listening to resources online?
Um, yeah, I think the biggest thing, Scotty, when we were working together was the evidence list, but also the focus on intention around certain activities and movements, because I think that sort of sent the message to the brain, either I'm safe or I'm still in danger. And I think a big one was returning to sport, because this injury put me out of sport for the length of time, and I wanted to get back into training with other people. And I vividly remember talking to Scotty about it, and we were saying, like, what's the intention here? Because I think with a lot of physical activity I was doing whilst I was in pain, it was almost to test myself, not the love of it, but rather let me see if I can run X distance and not be in pain. But then you're so hyper vigilant around the pain itself, and you're scanning and you're monitoring, and it's self defeating. So I think um, I remember we had a conversation around that, and the idea was go to the training because you want to go to the training, like live your life,
Mm.
get back to thinking in those terms rather than pain dominating every single decision you make, which it does when you're in the grips of chronic pain. And I remember that, and I really had to think about it. Like I took some time to think and say, why do I really want to go to this? I was trying to sort of um, not get sucked into the testing of the pain, so to speak, if that makes sense. And eventually I got to the point where I could look at myself and be honest and say, yeah, I actually do want to do this irrespective of the pain. And I went to that training and no pain. It was
Oh.
gone.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that was the turning point, I think, because I think the biggest thing holding me back, and the biggest thing that was fueling the belief that it was structural, was that I was inhibiting myself with physical activity. But once I sort of broke that barrier, and I could then say to myself, well, you went and did this sports training, which was quite intense. And I wrote this on my evidence list, actually. Why would you not be able to walk? Why
Mm.
would you not be able to do this? Like you've broken the threshold. So everything below it, it doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
Um, and then, yeah, after that, that was sort of the the belief that it was structurally caused was sort of couldn't be supported anymore, and
Mm.
that was
Yeah.
almost the key